Maria, is everything going okay? What's going on?
Oh, Clint, I need you.
What? What'd you say?
I'm in the hospital.
Maria, I can't hear you. Speak up.
I said I'm in the hospital. I was shot, but I'm all right. It's our son that I'm worried about. He's in terrible danger, Clint.
Did you say you were shot?
Yes. Yes. Clint, I need you. Cord is in desperate danger. Can you come to Argentina?
I'll be on the next flight. When I get there.
Wait a minute, don't hang up. Call her back, get more information.
Oh, wait a minute. She's in the hospital. They had to operate to take out a bullet. Now, who knows what kind of medication she's on for pain? You want me to give her the 3rd degree?
I'm sorry, you're right. I was overreacting.
All right, now, she said Cord is in danger. Whoever shot her took off with Tina. Cord's gone after him. Now, my place is in South America.
No, wait a minute. Just think about this. What if that emergency is some kind of a smokescreen? What if Maria is using it as a trick to get back in your life?
Did you hear what I said? Cord is in danger.
I know what she said. How can you be sure you can trust her? There's a lot more involved here than you're willing to look at.
My place is in South America right
Your
now.
place is here in Landview with your children. Just think. Vicky and Tom are off to New York. The next thing the kids see, you hightail it out of here. You go to South America, halfway around the world. Clint, Kevin, Joey, and Jessica need you here.
I don't know, Pa. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Maybe you're right.
No, still, wait a minute. You know, when I think about it, I'm the one who's not right. I'm wrong. Your place is South America with Cord and Maria.
Hi, any news?
Yeah, my mom's all right. She's weak and groggy, but she's going to be fine. What's going on? Did you find anything out over at the ranch?
Dante's cleared out. They're gone.
They left without a trace. No sign of Tina anywhere?
I think we just have to assume that they've hauled Tina off. But the question is, where did they take her?
Look, Max, you know this Dante Medina better than anyone. What's going on? Do you know where he could be, where she could be?
You think if I knew I wouldn't tell you?
Come on, you guys. Just keep it down, all right?
Look, you were the one who brought Tina to this godforsaken country in the first place. Now, you must have some idea where she is.
Yeah, I brought her here, but I wasn't with her when she was kidnapped.
What are you saying now? That I just let that happen?
No, I'm saying that if I were there, she'd be standing here right now instead of with those 2 killers, Dante and your friend's brother.
Look, you got her in this mess in the first place. You're the one who made her leave
She
Landview.
is down here because of you. Because she loved you and you treated her like dirt.
You guys, knock it off. This isn't going to get us anywhere.
Max, think. You know Medina, you're his neighbor. Where would he take her?
Dante hated my guts. I mean, I stood between him and the ranch he killed Don Alonzo for. All I know is that he's dangerous and Tina's his hostage. Wait, if we can find Gabrielle, she can probably give us a lead.
Louis.
Hey. Hi, how are you?
Any idea where Tina is?
Well, I may have some good news. I may know where she has been taken.
I'll be back when I've checked things out.
Checked what out? Wait just a minute.
Just stay put. Jamie, keep her quiet, huh?
Why didn't we stop here? There's nothing out there but jungle. Where's he going?
What's the matter? Afraid to be alone with me?
Look, I have a right to know where I'm being taken.
Oh, sorry, Tina, but you've lost all your rights. All gone.
Oh, no, you just wait here just a minute. Don't you forget I know who you are, Jamie Sanders.
Oh, I remember the first time I saw you, that night of the racetrack benefit, remember? You looked fabulous. Bet all those unsuspecting people lost their wallets and jewelry, though, huh?
Yeah, very funny. You're some comedian.
I'm glad you appreciate my sense of humor.
You are a drug dealer. You sell crack and you shot a cop.
How do you know? Were you there?
Everybody knows. That's why you're so desperate. And maybe you and your friend can go run out to the jungle and hide out and play outlaws, but you're not taking me with because you'll never get away with it.
Oh, well, we'll see about that, won't we?
Well, in case you have forgotten, I have some very powerful friends and relatives. Number one, my sister owns the Banner, and Asa Buchanan is also a very close relative of mine.
Who cares? Tina, be serious. No one here has even heard of Landview.
You hurt me, and they will hunt you down like an animal.
Oh, I'm scared.
All right.
All right, maybe we can work some kind of a deal here, okay? You just give me the keys, and I will drive by myself back to Buenos Aires, and I promise you, I swear on my word, I will never tell anybody who you are.
I just think I'm as stupid as you are.
Jamie, please. Please, you have to let me go.
Forget it.
Oh, look, just tell them that I overpowered you or something, all right? That I know judo. They'll believe that.
Please, just be quiet.
No, really, they'll believe it. They will, because maybe I'm small and everything, but I'm really tough. They'd believe it.
You're a fool. Now just shut up or I'll have to gag you.
No, Jimmy, please don't do that.
I mean it, Tina.
You're gonna kill me, aren't you? That's what you're doing. You're gonna kill me.
Why would I kill you when I still have a good use for you?
Wait a minute, Pa. Just a minute ago, you said it was my duty to stay here with the kids.
I mouthed off too soon, Clint, as usual.
Yeah, you said this little emergency was just a smokescreen that Maria is using to get me back in her life.
I've got this real bad habit of shooting my mouth off and telling other people what to do. Pam is telling me all the time about it. I'm just too bullheaded to listen. I think I've got this compulsion to impose my will on others. Look, forget what I said before. Do what you think is right.
Well, Pa, I don't know what I could do over there, but still, if I stayed here...
Look, the more I think about it, you've got to go. And don't worry about the babies. They'll be safe in Landview with old Grandpa and Kim.
Thank God for Kim.
Amen to that.
Oh, Pa, the banner. I've got deadlines. I got meetings. The banner completely slipped my mind.
The paper can do without you for a while. Go down to the office, have Briggs take over. I'll call the airport, make the arrangements. So what do I tell the pilot? An hour? Would that be too soon for you?
No, that's fine. Pa, are you sure you can spare the jet that long? I mean, I don't know how long this is going to take.
No problem. Adam will pack your bags, and the chauffeur will pick you up at the banner and take you to the airport.
Oh, good. Then I can stop by the kids' school and kind of explain things to them and tell them goodbye.
That's a good idea. And when you get to Argentina, tell Claude I'm pulling for him, and anything you need at this end, just let me know.
Oh, thanks, Pa.
And I'll tell you, don't worry about anything. Kids will be fine with Kim and me.
You're a lifesaver?
Okay, have a safe trip and keep in touch.
Yes, Mr. Buchanan.
Kim, I'd like you to come to the living room. I got something I'd like to talk to you about.
Yes, sir.
Well, I cannot stay very long. But I did reach Pilar by phone.
Who's Pilar? Dante's housekeeper. What'd she say?
Well, she's not very sure where Medina went. But she thinks that maybe he went to a cabin that he owns near the Iguazu Falls.
Thank you very much, Louise. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Senor Roberto, adios. Good luck to you. Bye.
Well, should we go?
Pilar's been with Dante for years. I mean, if she thinks he's there, that's where he is. Now, come on. We know Tina's with him, so come on. What are we waiting for?
Wait a minute. You're not going anywhere.
Cord.
Oh, yeah, who's going to stop me?
I am. You know, I am still legally married to her, and if you hadn't brought her down here, got her into this mess in the first place, forget it. You're not coming with.
Yeah,
You're just gonna fill up
she
the
may be
work.
legally your wife, but I love her. I care about her. You don't. You're so wrapped up in this woman here whose brother kidnapped her, huh?
Fine.
Hey, why don't you two just stay here and hold hands while I go off and look
Come
for my
with us,
woman?
then. Fine. I don't care. Let's just do it and do it now.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Buchanan?
Oh, Kim, thank you for being so prompt. Sit down. Can I get you a cup of coffee?
Oh, no, thank you.
How long you been with the Buchanans?
Oh, a long time.
You're very dependable, trustworthy. You love those kids as much as we do. You're practically part of the family.
I'm very happy here.
Do you ever notice the Buchanan star shines down on all of us?
Many times.
Well, it is shining down on you right now.
I don't understand, sir.
Where that come from? We value loyalty, honor, and devotion to family. And you proved you had those values during that custody hearing where you didn't take sides. You were the children's nurse, and we knew you wanted what's best for them. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I tell you, Kim, I think that deserves some recognition. You know what I'm saying? See, if I were an Army general, I would bestow a medal on you for valor above and beyond the call of duty. But I'm just a simple man, but a darn lucky one. So what I can do, I can send you upstairs packing. There are 2 round-trip tickets to San Francisco waiting for you at the airport. You're going home, all expenses paid.
Mr. Buchanan,
You take a week, 2 weeks, take as long as you want.
I don't know what to say. I haven't been home for over a year now.
And it's about time you got there.
And Saturday is my grandparents' anniversary.
Well, that's perfect. You see your relatives, have a vacation. They tell me that San Francisco is spectacular this time of the year.
No, but I can't.
Oh, it's all taken care of. Clint and I will have everything till you come back. We discussed it and we were in agreement.
No, the children.
Oh, honey, the children will be fine. We'll do everything for them. We need a nurse or a babysitter. We'll get the best.
But with Mrs. Buchanan out of town, are you sure this is a good time for me to leave as well?
Kim, I'm positive we have everything under control. I will not take no for an answer. You go upstairs and you start packing, honey. You deserve it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Buchanan.
Thank you, Kim. Have a wonderful trip.
I'm so glad you came back.
How you feeling, Mo?
Well, I feel pretty weak.
Get some sleep, huh?
Doesn't matter. As long as you're safe, I'm fine.
Look, we got something important to talk about. They think they know where Tina is. It's a place that's very far away. The Iguazu Falls. It's on the border between Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina. And I'm going to find her.
No.
Mom,
No,
please
Cord, no.
don't do this to me, all right? I'm going, and I just wanted to let you know what's happening here.
Cord, I'm so afraid for you.
Well, I'm afraid too, Ma, because the people who have Tina are very dangerous. One of them is Jamie Sanders. I'm sure you know all about him.
Jamie Sanders? What is Jamie Sanders doing here?
It's hard to explain, Ma. I'm not even sure I know all the details myself. But look, I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. Maybe longer. But I'll be back as soon as I can.
Promise me. Promise me that you're going to be careful with your life, Cord.
Yeah, Ma, I will. And listen, if I can call, I will. You do what the doctors say. Get some rest. I'll see you soon. Yeah. Try it.
Works.
Somebody was messing with your wiring, Buchanan, and that's why everything was all fouled up.
Yes, well, I know exactly who was messing with my wiring, and believe me, it is the last time. The money for you?
Oh, hey, look, you don't have to pay me. It's been my pleasure.
No, I am going to pay you for saving my life, and that's not all I'm going to do. I'm also going to offer you a job, just as soon as we get started.
Whoa, you mean it? I got a job?
Yes, I do. Believe me, you are worth your weight in gold. I'm afraid I was on my way to the sanitarium before you walked in here today.
Thank you.
Oh, it's all right. Just leave your name and your number downstairs, and as soon as the contractors and I set up a schedule, I'll give you a call.
Man, I appreciate this opportunity.
How you doing, Pamela?
Oh, Steve, I would like you to meet the infamous Asa Buchanan.
Well, hi.
Hold it.
How you doing?
Who is he?
Oh, just a miracle worker, that's all.
Nice job you did on the wiring, Mr. Buchanan.
Wiring? What the hell's he talking about?
Oh, come off it, Asa. This whole place was chaos an hour ago, and it is all because of you.
I don't know what you're talking about, honey. I didn't do anything. I like to talk to my wife in private.
Your
Monday?
ex-wife, in case you've forgotten, which I haven't.
Take a hike.
I told you.
Mrs. Buchanan?
Mm-hmm. He is infuriating.
Yes, ma'am, you did say that. Very nice to meet you, sir. And I look forward to hearing from you.
Right.
Pam, I've got to talk to you.
Thank you again, Steve, very much for helping me out.
Well,
and
thank-
I will be in touch.
Thank you.
It's about the children.
Oh, if for any reason you don't hear from me, please call me.
I'll do that.
Now, wait a minute, what's this about the children?
Kevin, Joey, and Jessica, they need you.
Oh, wait a minute, Ace. Now, what's this game you're playing now?
No, no games, Pamela. This is real life. Vicky's in New York, and Clint just took off a while ago for South America.
Clint took off for South America?
Buenos Aires. Court's down there looking for Tina.
Oh.
He got in trouble. I loaned Clint the plane to get down there as fast as he could to be of some help. The 3 kids without any parents, and to top it off, Kim flew off to San Francisco.
No. Now I know you're really fooling around, Ace, because Kim would never leave with Clint and Vicky away.
Honey, she had no choice. A family matter. Her mom is sick, very sick.
You're really serious, aren't you?
Joe and Kevin adore you. And Jessica's only a baby.
Well, how long will Kim be away?
Depends.
And Clint?
Same thing. I'm begging you. I mean, just for the little tykes, they need you.
Oh, Ace,
Oh, wait a minute, honey, I'm serious. With Vicky in New York, Clint in South America, the nurse in San Francisco, all I got is their grandpa and a bunch of grumpy old men for servants.
It's not exactly as if they don't have a roof over their head or food in their mouths, Asa.
I mean, what does that matter? If the whole world abandons you. I mean, they need a woman who cares about them, honey. They need you.
Asa,
And I need you. For the kids' sake, please, move in the mansion and just help me out for a few days, please.
Is everything all set?
Yeah, how's your mom?
She's all right.
Look, we've got the car. We can head to the falls whenever you're ready.
Yeah, come on, it's outside.
Good. We're going to find Tina, and we're going to bring her and the baby back safely. Promise.
I hope you're right, Keith. Let's go.
Suspected drug.
6 shooters every time disagree. You got to find a way to settle things peace-like.
Well, maybe you just ought to buy another extra set. That'd be enough to go around for everybody.
Pamela, boys, look who's here.
Hi, Pam. Oh, hello. Well. What a nice meeting.
We could sure use you.
Oh, well, looks like I arrived just in time, huh?
You sure did. Did Nigel take care of your bags?
Yes, he's moving in right now to the guest room.
Boys, why don't you give Nigel a hand, huh?
Okay. Come on, Jeff.
See you in a minute.
Oh, Pamela. I mean, you don't know what your being here means. I mean, to the children, of course.
Well, with Vicky and Clint away and Kim in San Francisco, I could hardly let you take care of 2 young children by yourself.
You could have, but you didn't. This business about the guest room.
Asa. Now, look, I'm here to help you, but before I even unpack as much as a toothbrush, I want you to understand my terms.
Please, Dorian, come in. We were just talking about you.
Please, my dear, sit down, won't you? I was just telling Charles that we must call and express our sympathy. Dorian, what a terrible, tragic time you've had.
Thank you.
We both know how fond you were of Diane.
Her death was horrible. But no more than the way she deceived you and betrayed your trust.
Elizabeth, Charles, I hesitated coming here and adding to your troubles. But I don't want you to hear this from anybody else.
Hear what?
Before Diane died, she made a confession.
Go on, my dear. Nothing much shocks us anymore.
She said that she was in the car with Jamie that hit Allison Perkins.
The Iguazu Falls can't be far now.
Yeah, well, they better not be, otherwise we'll never get there in time. What worries me is what happens when we do get there. What if the place is heavily armed?
My brother's there, you can count on it.
Great. Well, the Iguazu Falls on one side and Dante and Jamie on the other. One mistake either way was dead.
Yeah, well, we're not the only ones. You know, if any of us pull any kind of a hero stunt on this one, Tina and the baby are going to be the first ones to go.
Okay, hot shot. Where's that lousy helicopter?
Will you be quiet, Jamie? I'm trying to get a message.
I hate to break it to you, but all you're getting is static, pal.
Look, you're talking like you're the only one in trouble. We're both going to jail if we don't get out of the country, all right?
Face it, Medina, your friends have said adios. Now that the cops have an APB out on you, there's no way that... That was stupid, even for you.
Please, please, I want to be with my husband, please, and for the sake of my baby, let me go.
Me ran down the Perkins girl.
Not only that, but it happened in my car.
And you never knew?
No, John and I were out of town at the time. Apparently, Jamie forced Diane to be his getaway driver that day he escaped from the police.
I knew it. I suspected it all along that Jamie had someone else out there with another car.
How did the Perkins girl get involved?
Just bad luck. Jamie was so anxious to escape that he put his foot down over Diane's and pushed on the accelerator.
Oh, and just ran her down like an animal in the road.
Charles, please, for heaven's sake.
Sorry, that was a bit crass.
And I'm sorry. The last thing you need is another terrible revelation. Most of all, I do not want either of you blaming yourselves for what Jamie's done.
As far as I'm concerned, there's only one person to blame.
That's not fair, Mother, and you know it.
Charles, I know the disarray that she has put this family in. Your career is in shambles. Jamie is a fugitive from justice. The only good thing she's done is to go off for a relatively quiet divorce.
Mother, please, that's enough. If this family is in a shambles, it's the result of a combined effort. It's not just Judith.
Have you heard any news about Jamie?
Oh, nothing good. Last I heard from my contact in Buenos Aires was that he was leaving a wake behind him of drugs, kidnapping, and maybe even murder.
Lord, I can't take any more. Why can't they just catch him and stop him for his own good?
It's not just for his sake. As long as Jamie's free, nobody is safe.
We must be getting close to the falls by now.
Once we get to the crossing, then what?
We gotta ditch this car and we gotta hike about a mile or so downstream, and then we hop a ferry. I hope by the time we get to the cabin, we're not too late.
Cord, don't think like that.
Kate, I can just imagine how they're treating Tina. Dragging her through this godforsaken jungle. Who knows what's happening to the baby now?
Oh, that's all you care about, isn't it? You don't care about Tina's life, just about your unborn pup.
It's none of your damn business.
Tina's my business.
Will you two knock it off? Do you want to get in an accident or do you want to make it to the river? Look, if we're going to rescue her and the baby, we have to work together.
My brother might be at that cabin. I don't have to remind you he's got nothing to lose.
Yeah, well, I'll say if he's so much as touches one hair on
He
Tina's
won't
head.
if we work together.
All right, Max, what do you say? I say let's step on it. Let's get to that cabin.
Well, then you'd be wondering all the time when he was coming back. I'm afraid the best thing is for him to be arrested and punished. Then this nightmare will finally end for you.
Amen to that. And there is something else that's going to be ended as well.
No, Charles, you know how I hate it when you're cryptic.
Very well, Mother. I will tell you. I've made a decision. Regardless of what happens to Jamie, I am getting out of politics.
You can't be serious.
I am serious.
But you spent your entire life in the political and diplomatic arena. Goodness, you cannot simply toss away a talent like that.
Dorian, I'm not tossing anything away. I'm just getting out while I have 1 ounce of public respect left.
It's because of Jamie, isn't it? You're letting him add one more casualty to his list. Your brilliant career. Well, I won't allow it.
My brilliant career, Mother, has been in total eclipse now for months. It's the wise man who knows when to cut his losses and get out of the game.
Where did you hear a ridiculous thing like that?
From you. Don't worry, I'm not going to be out on a street corner selling flowers or pencils. I'm just going to put my political career on hold and move back into the family business.
Charles, you're needed in government, not Sanders Industries.
Well, if I didn't know better, I'd say you didn't want me to go back to the business.
Oh, well, my dear, it isn't that.
Oh, well, what is it?
Well, it's something your father used to say. Sanders never backs away from a fight. He was never a quitter, Charles, and I won't let you become one.
Your mother does have a point. I mean, politics is in your blood, if that's the case. I mean, you certainly can't just quit.
Well, ladies, I appreciate these words of support. But I have made up my mind, and if you'll forgive me and excuse me, I'm going to town to have lunch with John, okay?
I guess it's time that I left, too.
Well, please, must you go? Could you spare me another few moments?
How could I possibly refuse you anything?
I don't think this is very smart of me, leaving the two of you together.
So now that he's gone, what shall we talk about?
I'm through talking, Dorian. I think it's time we took some action.
According to this map, once we boat across the river, we got about a half-hour hike to Dante's. So let's get moving. I don't want to take this too long. I don't want to be too late.
The public has a notoriously short memory. I think in time they'll forget about Jamie Sanders. And with the right encouragement, I think that Charles can weather the storm and come back stronger than ever.
Oh, I'm sure you're right. It's just...
What were you about to say?
It's none of my affair, but I'll ask it. Is it that you're trying to keep Charles in the political arena, or that you're trying to keep him out of the family business?
Incredible.
I'm sorry, really. I shouldn't have asked that.
Your powers of intuition are even greater than I thought. No, it's true, you're quite right. I don't want Charles coming into the firm, and for very selfish reasons.
I had the feeling you weren't telling me everything, but you don't have to tell me anymore.
No, I want to. You see, my dear, when my husband, Charles's father, was alive, he ran Sanders Industries with an iron fist. And then when he died, the board of directors tried to gain control from his poor, helpless widow.
You, helpless. Oh, they must have been surprised.
An understatement. I got up in that first board meeting and I let them know that I wasn't going to wrap myself in mourning and weep my way back to Palm Springs. Oh, no. I took hold of the reins of power, and I've held them tightly ever since. And you know something? I've never had more fun in my life. So
let Charles keep his sights on the White House if he wants, and leave the family business to Mama.
Somehow, I knew that you, of all people, would understand.
I do. I know what it's like to fight for respect in a world of men.
In that case, perhaps you'll tell me something that's been something of a mystery to me.
What?
Why are you hitching yourself to a small-town detective like John Russell? With the right man by your side, Dorian, you could easily gain the world.
Thank you very much. Thank you. John, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Charles. Crisis in Washington?
No, actually a little closer to home than that. Dorian came by and gave us the latest in the sorry saga of Jamie Sanders. That sounds like the Late Show, doesn't it?
Yeah. Diane's confession, huh?
Yes.
Well, Dorian wanted to tell you about it first, or I would have. I'm sorry, Charles.
That's all right, thanks.
Jamie's not the only thing on your mind, though, is it?
No.
You see, Judith told me that she was leaving you, asking for a divorce.
Well, you're her brother. I hope you don't blame me for that.
No, of course not. Hell, I've seen enough marriages break up to know it's not one person's fault.
Well, thanks for that. I think in this case it probably was my fault. I was hoping at the last minute that she might have a change of heart, but I guess it was just beyond saving. Waiter, could I have a cup of coffee when you have a chance, please? Thank you.
Mrs. Garrison, I have your table ready for you. Or would you like to wait for your husband?
Well, my plans have changed. I'm going to be lunching alone.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Wow.
See, you still haven't curbed your roving eye, Charles.
John, man can't wallow in misery forever now, can he?
She's married.
How? Well, that's probably good. Now we can talk about something else.
Yeah. I guess Jamie's foremost in your mind, huh?
Jamie is the last thing I really want to talk about. Do you know that he took his murderous act on the road all the way down to Buenos Aires?
Cord, after we rescue Tina, what then?
I think you already know the answer to that, Kate. I really don't have any choice here. Look, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to love Tina again. But for the baby, I got to give it a try. Kate.
Look, it's okay. You have to do what you think is right.
Just remember, if you're going to build it, make sure you build it real big, huh?
That's what Grandpa always says. Right, Grandpa?
You're right.
Well, what do you know? For once, I happen to agree with Grandpa.
Boys, not bad having Pam around the old house, is it?
No, it's great. I like playing with you better than watching TV.
Oh, well, thank you. I think you're a lot more fun than television, too. You and your brother and your sister and the erector set.
Beg pardon, sir, but there's a visitor.
Oh, Nigel, not now. We're busy building.
The gentleman is here to see Mrs. Buchanan.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Pam. Excuse me, but you said you wanted to see these plans as soon as the architect finished them.
Steve, thank you very much for getting these over to me right away. Oh, Asa, you remember Steve Holden from yesterday?
Sir?
Oh, and this is the Buchanan boys, Kevin and Joey.
Hi, guys. Nigel, now that Mr. Holden has delivered his package, you can show him the way out.
Don't be silly. I'd like to go over the plans with Steve, especially because we're going to be working together on the renovations. That will be all, Nigel.
Listen, I hope I haven't come at a bad time.
As a matter of fact...
Your timing is perfect. Asa, I can't spend the whole afternoon amusing the Buchanan men, now can I?
All right, get it over with. Come on, boys, we got a bridge to build here, haven't we?
Steve, just let me take a look at these plans, then we can discuss them. Hey.
Sure thing.
Kevin, Joy, want to take a look at the hotel that Pam is going to build? Oh, yeah. Come on, Steve. There we go.
Ah, so, you work for, Middleton Construction Company, huh?
No, sir.
I thought that company was the one overhauling the Vernon Inn.
Well, they're the principal contractor, yes, but I'm an independent, working along with them.
Well, you're with a good company. As a matter of fact, Middleton Construction did some renovation work in the mansion. They do fine work. And they take orders without questions. Can the same be said about you?
I'd like to think that my work stands the test, yes.
I meant about taking orders.
I do what I'm told, if what I'm told makes sense. Which is pretty easy on this job. You see, Pamela's the one who hired me, and I only take orders from her.
The right man at my side. Now, who would that be?
Well, a man of breeding, education, ambition. A man cautious enough to make the right friends and bold enough to make the right enemies.
A man like, your son, for example?
Oh, Doreen, my dear, I wouldn't dream of trying to pair you with Charles.
You really are remarkable. You're not only a political infighter, a captain of industry, you're still a mother with a soon-to-be single son.
Well, naturally, I'd like to have Charles find someone to share his life.
Oh, naturally. I mean, well, what would the president be without the first lady?
Dorian, I was speaking from the heart.
You were speaking from your mind as well as your heart. But that's nothing to be ashamed of. Your son is soon going to be the most eligible man in this state, maybe in this country, and any woman should be flattered to get his attention.
And you, Dorian? Any man would be flattered to have your attention as well.
I already have someone's attention.
John Russell. Forgive me if I think that Judith's brother is somewhat undeserving of your many attributes.
I think I've already imposed on your hospitality long enough.
Oh, dear, I've offended you.
No, you haven't. Not at all. You're a woman who knows what she wants, and you go after it, and I admire that. However, if I want something, I don't need an ambitious man by my side. I can just reach out and grab it all by myself.
Well, that's a point I'd like to debate at some future time. Can we have lunch together soon?
I can't see any reason why not.
Good. I feel we've just scratched the surface today. We have so much more to talk about.
I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, I really must leave. Thank you very much for tea.
No, my dear. Thank you
Judith is usually more cautious than that. I mean, she wouldn't go for a quickie divorce unless there was...
Go ahead and say it, John. Unless there was another man on the horizon, right?
She has been spending a lot of time with Herb lately, you know?
Yeah, but I don't think that she's serious about her, at least not yet. Right now, she's acting very much according to form.
How so?
Well, you know, Judith, she doesn't like loose ends. She's an attorney. Once a decision's been reached, she likes to act on it and move on to the next case.
Next relationship.
Well, maybe the next relationship. Certainly, I've given some thought to the future.
Don't look now, Charles, but the future is fast approaching.
Oh, John, I'm sorry to bother you, but, well, I saw you over here, and I was hoping that you could help me.
I'll do the best I can, Delilah.
You have a lot of friends at headquarters, don't you?
Oh, I know a few people down there myself.
The thing is, I've heard some rumors that they're looking for a new captain to replace Bill Moore. Have you heard that?
Excuse me. Would someone do the introductions, please?
I'm sorry, Delilah Garrettson. This is Charles Sanders, my brother.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm sorry to be rude, but I just want to find out what's going on down at headquarters.
All right.
Well, what you really mean is that you want to know if your husband's going to be made captain.
Is he, John?
Delilah, I don't really know. I mean, for your sake, I'll be rooting for Rafe.
Thanks.
Excuse me, Mr. Russell?
Yeah.
Phone call for you.
Oh, thanks, Arthur. If you'll excuse me.
Take all the time you want.
I'm sorry that I interrupted your lunch. Really, I better go.
No, don't rush off, please. My name is Charles, and please don't go. You seem very upset.
Well, why would you think that I'm upset?
Mrs. Garrettson, am I wrong, or were you less than thrilled at the prospect of your husband getting this promotion?
Face it, Medina. Your friends have kissed us goodbye. And from now on, it's every man for himself.
The trouble with you, Jamie, is that you have no faith. Believe me, my man Avico will be here with the Jeep. And then we will be driven out of the jungle.
What about me?
What about you?
Well, you don't need me anymore. You can just take the Jeep and leave. And I'll never tell anyone. I swear to you. I promise I won't.
Silence! I think I'm getting something. Hold it!
So far, Buenos Aires police report no luck in finding the bandits.
What were
But
they
authorities
talking about?
have confirmed the notorious American fugitive Jimmy Sanders is considered armed and dangerous.
Turn that damn thing off. All right. There you see, my friend. You have to have faith in my friends. Otherwise... What's that?
Court, I'm in here!
Not another word out of you. Do you understand? What are you doing with that, huh? What does it look like I'm doing? What's she doing here?
Will you put the gun away, please?
I knew I'd find you here. This is where the drugs change hands, isn't it?
Don't
Papa?
tell her anything. She'll only betray you again.
Look, Gabriela, you don't understand anything. Now just go back to the city. Forget you saw the cabin.
And should I pretend I haven't seen her either?
What is she to you? She's nothing. She's less than nothing.
She's a woman, not so unlike myself, Papa, who was unfortunate enough to get mixed up with Max Holden. And then you. Let her go.
I don't know why you're doing this, but thank you.
Because you and she are alike. You're two women of easy virtue. You wear your shame like two badges of honor.
I can't speak for her, but I'm proud that I'm carrying Max's child.
You're pregnant by Max?
Enough, Gabriela. I want you to go back to Buenos Aires right now at once.
She's not going anywhere.
Look, she's nothing for you. Please, let her go.
I'm not one of your stooges, Medina. She shows up here and you think nothing of it? Well, I think she was sent here on purpose. As a decoy or to stall us until the cops get here.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I was looking for my father. I wanted to get him to turn himself in.
Do tell. Well, nobody's turning anybody in, and nobody's going back to Buenos Aires.
Put the gun down. I'm in charge here.
Not anymore, old man. Now, we've got 2 hostages. That doubles our chances of getting out of here alive. So get ready to go, ladies. We've got a long trip ahead of us.
Go, Jimmy. Why don't you leave my daughter? She's no decoy.
Put the gun down, please.
Sorry, Dante. There's been a slight change of plans. There's a boat waiting to take me upriver and out of this godforsaken country. Now, get ready, ladies. Let's go.
No.
Look, my daughter means nothing to you.
Take the other woman. Leave my daughter alone.
My insurance and my ticket out of here, old man. Say goodbye to Daddy, Gabby. Let's go, Professor. We got a boat to catch.
Jimmy, don't let me go with you.
Shut up, okay? Move it.
If I'd have been here, you wouldn't have been shot, and Cord wouldn't be off in the jungle.
And Tina, she swore to me that she was pregnant, and I just wouldn't believe her. I even made sure that Cord turned his back on her, too, and it just drove her away, Clint.
Maria, you can hardly be blamed for not believing Tina. Most people.
Thanks for trying to cheer me up, but if anything happens to her and that baby, that would be our grandchild. I'll take this guilt to my grave, Clint.
Maria, try and tell me just how Tina got herself in this trouble anyway.
Oh, the details are so sketchy, and I'm so tired.
But if I am going to help Cord, I have to know the details. Now, Tina knew that she was pregnant with Cord's child. So what the hell made her pull up stakes and come down to Argentina to some ranch? And who's this fellow she ran off with? Oh, should I get a doctor?
No, it'll stop soon.
I don't know what the hell I was doing asking all those questions. Nurse! Nurse!
Hey, DiMaggio, look what I found filed under G.
My glove? Oh, the season's just around the corner, too. You know, maybe we ought to straighten up around here, get out and toss us a few, huh?
Is that part of my job? I mean, I have a great arm. I just want to know how much I should be asking for.
Well, I'm an equal opportunity employer, minimum wage.
Minimum wage?
That's right. It's a glamorous job here, you know? Plus, you've got on-the-job training with the master.
Now that I really look forward to.
You do? Let's get back to work.
Yeah, gotta earn that minimum wage, right?
I forget that diary. I mean, it's a bunch of nonsense.
John, one thing about the diaries, it really tells us a lot about why Diane did the things she did. Dorian's so blinded by love, why can't she see what's right under her nose?
She's talking about herself for a change, I guess.
She doubts me more and more, but she never doubts Cassie and John. Obviously, they're falling in love.
It says that in there?
Yeah, obviously she'd have to be really sick to write something like that. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Well, I agree. However, you know, I am considered a pretty good catch in some quarters.
So's yesterday's tuna. You gotta be joking. First, you are much too old for me. Second, you're not my type at all. And third...
Yeah. Third?
Third, we better get back to work or, we'll never get outside to play ball, right?
Yeah. Keep that arm in shape.
Yeah, that's right. Herb, I know you better than anyone.
If there's one thing I cannot stand, it is hearing you say how well you know me. Who else can you turn to for advice?
I don't want your advice.
Well, like it or not, you're going to get it. Herb, you've got certain priorities, certain goals.
Here it comes, the gospel according to St. Dorian.
All right, I don't know everything, but I know my ex-husband. And you need a woman who isn't so wrapped up in her career and her ego that she hasn't got anything left to give you.
Yeah, first you know me, now you know Judith.
All right, it isn't that she's bad. It's just she's selfish. I mean, really, Herb. Let's face it, the woman just isn't good enough for you.
You are exquisite, darling. You are truly exquisite. You call Judith selfish. My dear, never in the annals of recorded time.